The House of Representatives is commonly referred to as the People's House. We representatives at the People's House care about, listen to, and respond to the requests and desires of the constituents we serve. With this in mind, the House of Representatives passed 3 bills promoting life and protecting religious expression in the state in an overwhelming and bipartisan fashion. Yet Senate leadership, specifically the Chairman of Education and the Chairman of Public Health, are refusing to allow an up or down vote in their committees on these 3 bills. They are single-handedly telling the people of Oklahoma that your will was not heard when your representatives voted overwhelmingly for these 3 bills. These 3 bills passed the House of Representatives 73-10, 73-14, and 88-0. The first of these bills is commonly known as the Oklahoma Merry Christmas Bill, which reaffirms our rights to celebrate Christmas and Hanukkah in the public schools and gives legal protections to teachers, kids, and parents who do so. Once again, one man, the chairman of the Education Committee in the Senate, is being the Grinch that stole Christmas by not allowing an up or down vote on this very strongly desired piece of legislation. We find this unacceptable, and we encourage the public to call the chairman of the Education Committee in the Senate on the Oklahoma Merry Christmas Bill and tell him that you want that bill passed.
My bill is House Bill 2070. House Bill 2070 would make embryonic stem cell research illegal in Oklahoma. Adult stem cell research would be completely unaffected. In fact, the bill would only outlaw that research on embryonic stem cells that would either destroy or expose the embryo to substantial harm. So if in the future medical science were to develop a way where stem cells could be extracted from the embryo without harming the embryo, that even itself would still be legal. Now, the frustrating part of this for me is that not only did this bill receive an overwhelming vote in the House of Representatives, but I also realize that a large portion of Oklahoma citizens are pro-life. The chairman of the Public Health Committee, who is refusing to hear the bill today, voted in favor of overriding then Governor Brad Henry's veto. The bottom line for me is one of the primary reasons I ran for office and came to the House of Representatives in Oklahoma is to be a voice for the unborn, to speak out for my constituency, and I can tell you that overwhelmingly everywhere I go, citizens of Oklahoma want embryonic stem cell research made illegal in this state. If it is happening, we want it to stop. If it isn't happening, then we don't want it to ever start.
My bill was House Bill 2422, the Religious Freedoms Antidiscrimination Act. This bill has passed overwhelmingly out of the House 2 sessions in a row. This session here, it passed out 88-0. In both sessions, it went over to the chairman of the Common Education Committee, and that chairman, one person, decided to not listen to the will of the House, which reflects the will of the people, and not hear that bill. Let me ask you this, as parents, as legislators, or just citizens of Oklahoma, if your child went to school and the superintendent announced to the students that if they prayed, they will be disciplined the same as if they had cursed, how would you feel? What if the school then published speaking guidelines that said prayers, blessings, invocations, and any reference to a deity are prohibited? How would you feel? How would you feel if a school said the students would be reprimanded for talking about Jesus during Easter? How would you feel if the school banned children from wishing deployed troops a Merry Christmas in their letters that they wrote to those troops? That is a direct attack on our students' religious freedoms. And it's happening here in Oklahoma. This bill provides much needed guidance for school officials who have sometimes felt compelled to quash students' religious expressions for fear of lawsuits, even when such quashing itself is illegal, according to the Supreme Court and the United States Constitution. Religious children do not receive special rights extra opportunity, or preferential treatment or extra protection. Just equal rights, equal opportunity, and equal treatment and equal protection.